The last one would be the first or the second order equation. First or second order. But I think I'm going to ask you to do the first order. RLC circuit. This one with this one, if you just obtain the equations, it would take you that long. For example, for the phasors, right? For the transfer functions also, we will try to do it today. You see that it shouldn't take that long. For the op amps, normal. Okay, it's normal that you solve op amp. I don't think it's doing the northern. This take, I think five. You should have more than enough time to do it in 2 hours. So let's take a look. I got all the solution. I'll scan and I'll send it to you. Yesterday, let's see at the op amp one. The answer is in there when we did in class what we got 0, right? Op amp minus 1 milliamps for the I0, right? Yes, minus 1 milliamp. That's correct. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'll send you the solutions. Let's take a look at the transfer functions first. Okay, this one. Number 4 of the second practice, find the transfer function of the circuit. So asking you to find transfer functions, it would be easier than asking you to solve something. Because when you got the transfer functions, that means you still in the S domain. Okay, this is the transfer functions look like this. So basically, if we look at the circuit as a system, a linear system, okay, and we look at something inside the circuit, there must be an input. Input must be the source. Okay, you may have 1 input, 2 input, 3 input, and the output of the circuit could be anything that you look at. For example, if you look at the voltage across the resistor as the output, that would be your output. So if we look at the input, 1 input and 1 output, okay, if we transform into the domain, or we call the Laplace domain, the transfer functions is actually the transform of the impulse response, but you don't have to find the impulse response. So basically, to get this one, to get the H, to get the transfer functions, you just have to use the output in the S domain divided by the input. That's it. So basically, for example, if this one, find the transfer function of the circuit, of this circuit, when the input must be the source, okay, and the output defined as the voltage across the capacitor, okay. So we're going to find the transfer functions. The transfer function is going to give you the relationship between the input and output in the S domain. So to ask you to do this problem, I just check that you know how to apply the the Laplace transform to the circuit. So first, you have to transform every element in the into the S domain. So for this one, you start problem by Laplace transform. So the Vi here in time domain, this is in time. So you transform, you get into Vs, the input. Okay. So this one be input, and you have to transform the resistor into the S domain, and the impedance remain the same of the resistor. The inductor, this inductor, okay. Can you see the green? Yes. With the inductor, the L, right? When you transform into the S domain, you have SL. Remember? With the C, you got 1 over SC. So with this one, SL, the L is 1, S, so you got S. So for this one, remain at 4 ohm. For the capacitor, you transform to the S domain, you get 1 over SC. Okay, C is 0.15. So this is 1 over S multiplied by 0.1, and 0.1, when you put it up there, is 10, right? 10 over S. Everyone okay with that? And this one is 0 here, V0t, we transform that to, that become big, V0s. Yes?
I'm a bit confused that why you don't change the 4 ohm, you don't Laplace the 4 ohm.
Yeah, we do Laplace the 4 ohm. And it's big 4 ohms. Okay? So basically, everything becomes what we call the impedance, Z impedance. And the unit is still ohm. You can add them. For example, they are in series. If you add them, it becomes S plus 2. S plus 2. Okay. Now, the question asks you to find the transfer functions. And transfer functions is equal to the output divided by the input in the S domain. So basically, we have to solve the circuit. We have to solve the circuit. We have to get equations. Okay, so there's have to apply the node or the loop. After you get equation, you're going to get the equations in terms of Vs and V input and V output. Leave that in the equations, and somehow you want to rearrange the equations so that you got the V output divided by the V input. And whenever you can do that, the expression you obtain is called the transfer functions. Okay. That's our goal. So that means first step you apply You transform the whole circuit using the Laplace. Second step, we have to obtain equations that involve all the elements. So if we want to apply node or loop, you can apply anything and all. So look at this one. If we write loop equation, we're going to have one loop, two loop. If we write a node, actually we can write one equations here and this one. Okay, equations. So I put the ground here, and that node okay. So we can say V. Actually, the V here. Actually, we don't know what's the V here. Actually, that V is equal to V0. Can you see it? If I write V0, it's not wrong, okay? But we don't know the magnitude. We know this. That we're going to do. So we're going to write the node equations at this one. So you specify the current flow anyway, any directions that you want. If you do it this way, current flow in equal to current flow out. The trick is you just have to have one equation with V input and V output in the equations. That's it. If you have two equations, you have to combine them. We're not solving. Remember, we're not solving for the answer. We just want the equation and rearrange the equation so we get the V output over the V input. Our goal is not solving for any answer, right? We want to obtain expression and get the transfer function. So if we do this, the current go in equals the current go out. So the current go in, that current equal to that current, VIS, right? Minus VOS, right? Divided by the two in series, so you can say S plus 2 equal to this current. What is this current? V0 minus 0 divided by 4. I take the minus 0 out. Okay. And this one. Plus V0 divided by 10 OS. Okay. So our goal is to get V0S over VIS, output over input. So how we do that? So I'm gonna move V0 to one side, group them, and then take the V0 out. So let's leave this. Let's leave V input on this side, and I'm going to move V0S divided by S plus 2 to this side. So we have V0S divided by 4 plus 10 over S, and remove that. I want to group the V0S. Okay, so we can take the V0S out. Is that okay? Take it out. And then, actually we got the answer already. Right? I think the green. So we input y by s plus 2, and on this side we take the v output out, and the coefficient 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4 plus s over 10, and plus 1 over s plus 2, okay? And if we want to get V0S over VIS, we just move the coefficient here. Okay. So that we got 1 over S. No, we got 1 over S plus 2, and then this one also multiplied by, is that correct? Yes, 1 over 4 plus S over 10 plus 1 over S plus 2, and that's it. That's the transfer functions. If you want to simplify it, make it look better. Okay, let's start 1 over S plus 2. This one, let's say 40 S plus 2, and we have the 10 S plus 2 on top, plus four S plus 2 multiplied by S plus 40, right?
Shouldn't the denominator be 40s times s plus 2?
40S, why?
Oh,
Just the bottom. I'm sorry, this is the bottom part. I have to move it up. Right, this is the bottom part, right? The very bottom, with the one on top. Let's just write it again. So we have the one on top, and this is the bottom part with the S plus 2 on the bottom here. And we have 40 S plus 2. And we have 10 S plus 2 plus S with the 4 s plus 2 like that. This is just simplify. We put that on top. Put that on top. Put the bottom on top. And s plus 2 cancel with that. So you have 40 on top. And the bottom you have that one. Okay. Put the s plus 2 and the s plus 2 cancel with this. 40 on top, and we have 10s plus 20 plus 4s squared. 4s squared plus 8s plus 40. And if you simplify that, we have 40 with 4s squared plus 18s plus 60 plus 60. Okay, if I reduce it by 2 a little bit, divide by 2, top and bottom. Okay. So that's a transfer function. That's a transfer function. Hold on. The same as my solutions. Hold it. This one's correct. Check. Oh. No. V0 divided by Vs. Huh? Is that something? I wonder if my solution or the top could you look at that to that? V0 right? V0 divided by S VIS on the bottom. So we move this one to this one. Is that okay? Yeah, that means my solution here is wrong. I just got it. So this my solution is just it got it in reverse. So Yep. The number is the same, but it's just rows. That one stay here, that one go here, this one come down. 1 over, so that's correct. This one go up. Okay. And actually this is called the transfer functions. If you take the inverse transform of this, you get what we call the impulse response of the circuit. But you don't have to do that. So we ask you, so basically, when the problem asks you to find the transfer functions, it's easier than ask you to solve for current or voltage.
Even in the exam.
Yeah. In the exam, I will ask you to find the transfer functions.
So good. So we want.
So the step that you have to do, you have to transform the circuit into the S domain correctly. And the second step, you have to write the loop or the mesh. You need to get the expressions, not to solve for anything, but to have the output and input in the equations, so that you can rearrange them. You get the output divided by the input.
And will that be given h of s equal to v0 over inverse that?
The transfer functions equal to the output in the S domain divided by the input. The problem need to tell you what is the output and the input. If I say the output, we could do it. The output is the current going through the 4 ohm. The transfer functions will be the current that going through the 4 ohm. No. Output. The output, yes. The current going through the 4 ohm divided by the input. So that would be the transfer functions. Okay. So the transfer function is the output in S domain divided by the input. But it depends on what the output that tell you, or what problem tell you to be the output. If the input is the current source, then you will have the output is the current, the input as the current. You could try. Why don't you find the transfer functions when the output is the current that goes through the 4 ohms? If we have time, we come back and try that. Any questions? I think this is not too long.